What's up, punks? Welcome back to another video, and today I gave one player on each team a 99 three-pointer and all of the shooting badges that go along with that. And yes, one player on every team gets a 99 three-pointer, 99 shot tendency as well. So yeah, we're going to go through these teams, and then we're going to do a one-year simulation to see how these teams are affected and how the player stats are affected. But before we get into which players I changed, make sure to leave a like and hit the sub button because it really does help me, and we're very close to 250 subs. We are currently 8 subscribers away from 250 as of when I'm recording this. If we're closer, then just, hey, better for me, right? So make sure to leave a like and hit the sub button. Let's get right into it. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, if you hear a banging sound in the background, there's some work being done at my house right now, so don't mind that, and please ignore it. First up for the 76ers, we have Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell, whatever. He's an 8+ three-pointer, and he's now an 82 overall, and I raised his to a 99. He's going to be shooting more threes. So that is it for the 76ers. Next up for the Bucks, Giannis is now a 99 overall. I gave him the three-point shot that he always wanted. Now he's certified the best player in the NBA and possibly ever with this three-point shot. But I don't know. That's a time for a different talk. If he gets a very consistent three-point shot, which he does in this video, who knows what he'll average? And he'll be the most unstoppable player ever. Next up for the Bulls, I give it to DeMar DeRozan because I don't know who else on this team would really be cool with it. I didn't want to just give it to big men, so I didn't give it to Andre Drummond. I just gave it to DeMar because it's DeMar DeRozan. Of course, I may have just had a little bias here because DeMar's my favorite player and I'm a Bulls fan and I want to see him shoot threes. So yeah. Next up for the Cavs. Oh yeah, sometimes these players overall changed. That's why DeMar's a 94 right now, and yeah, Giannis is a 99. So Evan Mobley's a 96. He gets his three-pointer raised, and he gets all the badges. So yeah, isn't that cool? He's a 96 overall, along with Donovan Mitchell being a 91, and then Robert Williams III, 93 overall. I chose him just because I want him to shoot, and no one really else on this team interested me. Besides, I don't know, Luke Cornett, but I don't know. I just wanted Robert Williams to shoot more threes. Next up, I chose Ivica Zubac for the Clippers. He'll be shooting a lot more threes, and this team gets even better on the three-point line. I was thinking about Russell Westbrook, but I just gave it to Ivica Zubac because I felt like it. Next up, I gave it for the Grizzlies. I gave Steven Adams the 99 three-pointer for the Grizzlies. I don't know who else I'd be thinking of. I don't know about Dylan Brooks or, I don't know, Brandon Clark. I just gave it to Steven Adams. Some of these didn't have, like, I just gave it to someone. I don't know, I just gave it to Steven Adams. Next up, I gave this to John Collins. Now he's a true three-level scorer, and his three-point shot was like a 65 or something like that, but now it's a 99. Next up for the Heat, Bam is a 95 right now with a. Now he's a two-way three-level scorer. Now he can actually hit the three ball. He's going to be hitting that with very consistent, a lot of consistency. Next up for the Hornets, I gave it to Mark Williams, who's a 84 overall, and I guess he's a rookie, so that's pretty cool. And next up, I gave it to Walker Kessler, who's a 90 overall now, and with a 99 three-point shot, and he has 16 badges because I think a lot of them are shooting badges. Next up, I gave De'Aaron Fox a three-point shot. His was at like a 75, and I wanted him to shoot more. And some of these guards that I did were like pretty low shooting tendencies, like three-point shooting tendencies. His was like a, I don't know, 60 tendency. It was something lower, or it was low. I don't remember the exact number, but his three-point tendency was low, and so was this like actual attribute, but it was like a 75. I was thinking about Domantas Sabonis, but I gave it to De'Aaron Fox. Then Mitchell Robinson up to a 91 overall. I was thinking about Julius Randle because I don't know why they put him in the three-point contest, but I gave it to Mitchell Robinson. A lot of them I just gave it to the big men because there's no one else interesting. Actually, maybe Derrick Rose. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have given it to Derrick Rose. But next up, Anthony Davis, the 99 on the team next to LeBron being a 98. He can actually shoot threes consistently now. Next up, I gave it to Paolo, who's a 94 overall rookie. There was something where he hit like 1 out of his 30-something threes, like in a month of like February, something like that. It was something crazy. But now he's actually going to be shooting them consistently, which he somewhat does this season. Not a whole lot, but now he's going to be shooting them better. Dallas, I gave it to JaVale McGee, because why not? Now we have Ben Simmons, 81 overall, I think, with all the badges. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, now he's going to be shooting a lot more, like we've expected it from him. But he has a F mid-range scoring, so that don't matter. Now I gave it to Jokic. No, this team is filled with shooters, so I just gave it to Jokic. Now at 89 overall, Benedict Mathurin. He's already a decent shooter to start off with, or pretty solid, so now he's better. Zion with an A+ three-pointer. He had a 0 3-point shot tendency. It was like 2 or 0. I think it was 0, but now he's actually been shooting them. Next up, Jalen Duren. No one really else on this team, really. I was thinking about Marvin Bagley or like Hamidou Diallo, but I just gave it to Jalen Duren. I don't know why. Next up, I gave it to Scotty Barnes, just because he's a 94 overall in his second season. Next up, I gave it to Jabari Smith Jr. He's been shooting. I don't know why I'm looking at their player card. It's not going to show anything. We're just at the start of the season. He's been shooting a little poorly just from the field as a big man, so I decided to give him a real 3-point shot. Next up, Jeremy Sohan. Why not? Next up, DeAndre Ayton. Why not? This team is filled with shooters, so there wasn't really a choice except to give it to DeAndre Ayton. Next up, I gave it to Poku. I don't know who else to give it to. I was thinking about either Josh Giddey or I don't know, Jalen Williams, but I don't know. Or Chet. No, I just gave it to Poku, though. Now, I gave it to Rudy Gobert, who's up to an 87 overall. I didn't know who else to give it to. I didn't know who to give it to, so I just gave it to Rudy Gobert. A lot of these, I just didn't know who to give it to, so I just gave it to their center or something like that, which isn't interesting, but I gave this to Cam Reddish for the Trailblazers. Now he's going to be shooting a lot better. And Draymond Green for the Warriors, 8+ 3-pointer. Now he's up to a 90 overall. He's back in the 90 overall club. Next up, I gave it to Kyle Kuzma for the last team for the Wizards. Now he's a 93 overall. Technically, rating-wise, he has a better 3-point shot than Bradley Beal. So those are all the teams. We can look at the look at this. We have 3 99s in the entire league, 198, 2 97s, and look at this. And then there's a lot of 90s now and 3 99s. So put your predictions on what team will be impacted the most and whose stats out of all of those will be like the most dramatically changed. Let's get to the end of the season. Yeah, or let's see if anybody breaks the 3-point shots made in the game record, or I'll just go to the end of the season. No really new guys in here. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, I'm not going to look at his stats. I kind of just did. You could probably pause it and read his stats, but DeAndre Ayton's an all-star. Evan Mobley's an all-star. DeMar's here. Nikola Jokic is really the same guys. No one really different. I mean, Bam's here. Still. Shea's here. You expect that. Not really. The only guy that was really the only two. Oh, you get what I'm saying. Evan Mobley and DeAndre Ayton it says 2-time All-Star, but they have not been in the All-Star game. So, let's continue simulating and let's get to the end of the season. And wait, I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna see if anybody has broken the 3-point game record thing. Has anybody? Luka Doncic has 13, but nobody has broken it. You may have seen DeMar's stats, but it's in the middle of the season. Let's get to the end of the season. Let's see. I mean, the Bulls are doing okay. DeMar didn't really change them a whole lot, but let's get to the end of the season. Let's see all the final stats once we get there. Luka, MVP, just as usual stuff, what 2K always says. Jalen Duren, Rookie of the Year, 18, or just, I'll round it up for him. 18.5 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and 46% from 3. It's crazy. Ricky Rubio, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. He averaged 29, 11, 7, a steal, 2 blocks, and just about 45% from 3. And then Alperen Sengun, Most Improved Player. I was thinking about giving the 3-point rating to Alperen Sengun, but I decided not to. And then Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. All NBA teams, is there any new guys on here? Does not look like it so far. I mean, we have Evan Mobley on there. And that's really it. All defensive teams. Luka's always going to be on there. We don't need that. Actually, I'm going to switch this. Give this to... where is Drew Holiday? Where is Drew Holiday? He's probably down here, actually. I should probably give it to Drew Holiday, but... You know what? I probably passed him, so I'm not going to give it to him. Unless he's on here, but no, he's not. Alright, let's get to the stats, or let's see the standings. Hawks were the 1st seed, 76 were the 2nd, Raptors were in there. They're in the playoffs, so about the 6th seed. And let's look at the standings, see if there's any major changes, which I doubt there will be. So, Hawks, of course, were number 1, New York. Bucks were in the play-in. No, Orlando in the play-in. Charlotte goes as the worst team in the NBA. West, Lakers number 1, Memphis 3rd. Not really any crazy change. I mean, Denver's in the play-in, so that's a change. And that's really it. So, let's look at the stats. No, I don't want to go to league leaders. I want to go to just player stats. So, where Montrezl Harrell averaged... I need to go to per game stats. Montrezl averaged 12, 6. That's really it. And 47% from 3. I'm gonna just go to the roster and just look at their thing and see how many threes that they made. So Montrezl averaged, you saw his stuff really. Oh gosh, 11. They're 12, 6, 47% from 3, and he made 173s. So that's Montrezl's stats. Giannis averaged 29, just his usual stuff really, but just improved 3-point percentage. DeMar averaged 28 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 46% from 3. And then Evan Mobley averaged 18.5 points, 12 rebounds, and 48% from 3. Robert Williams averaged still 9 points, 10 rebounds, but 50% from 3. His shot tendency is very low. I probably should have increased that, but it's whatever. Ivica Zubac averaged... You know what I'm realizing? I probably should increase their shot tendency as well, but that's alright. 43% from 3 for Ivica Zubac, and I keep thinking he's actually older than 26 or 25, but I don't know. Steven Adams, he's still 29. He averaged 5 points, 10 rebounds, about 40% from 3. John Collins, what did he average? Less numbers than previous years, so, but still 43% from 3. This is not going too well. Bam averaged 20 and 11. Some of these guys had major changes. What about Mark Williams? He probably changed. 15 and 10, 43% from 3. Walker Kessler averaged 16 and 11. De'Aaron Fox averaged 25, 4 and 6, so he had a great season. Mitchell Robinson averaged 8. I probably should have increased their shot tendency. Why didn't I do that? Anthony Davis averaged 24, 11. Yeah, I should have increased their shot tendency. Paulo averaged 21, 7 and 4 with 43% from the field. And then JaVale McGee averaged 11.7 rebounds. This is a lot. Okay, I'm just not gonna say what I can't speak. Ben Simmons probably should have went up by a lot. All right, just close to 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. So he did pretty solid, and 44% from 3. So he's doing good. Nikola Jokic, it's just still the Jokic things. Benedict Mathurin averaged 27 points a game. 27 points a game, less than an assist, and 48% from 3. I thought there was going to be no major changes, but I guess Benedict Mathurin averaged 27 points a game. Zion averaged 21. Yeah, he went lower, but 21, 45% from 3, so that's Zion things. Jalen Duren, we saw these, 18.5, 11.5. Scotty Barnes averaged 18, 45% from 3. Jabari Smith probably did good, 20 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, and 46% from 3, so it just affected the guys that were... you get it. Jeremy Sohan averaged 17, 6, a steal, and less than a block, and 45% from 3. And then DeAndre Ayton averaged 16 and 12. Poku, what did he average? He averaged 14, 7, and 43% from 3. Then Rudy Gobert averaged 11, 10, and 47% from 3. And lower than 50%. He's only done that once, and that was his rookie year. And then Cam Reddish averaged 15, and that's it. Nothing really else. And 45% from 3. And then Draymond Green averaged 8 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. So he's just doing Draymond things. And then Kyle Kuzma averaged same stuff really, but increased shooting numbers. So that's all the guys. Let's go to the playoffs. And I probably should increase the shot tendency of some of the people, but that's on me. But this video's still going up. So, and then first round, let's see who gets out. Chicago versus Boston in the second round, Philly versus Miami, Memphis versus the Clippers, and then Lakers versus Golden State. Who gets to the conference finals? The Bulls are eliminated, they were swept, so Miami versus Boston, and then Lakers versus Memphis. Who gets to the finals? Lakers versus Celtics. Who wins it? The Celtics win it in five games. Jason Tatum averaged 26, 8, and 7, and 35% from 3. And Lakers get eliminated where Anthony Davis hit, oh my gosh, 8 for 21 in the final game. Oh, that was not good. And then Lonnie Walker had a good game. Where's LeBron didn't do good. And D'Angelo Russell fouled out. So, Boston was the finals. You got to see the changes of the guys who had a 99 3-point shot. I'm going to do more videos like this, somewhat. I don't know what attribute I'd do, but if you like this content, make sure to leave a like and hit the sub button. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.